Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hanna. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Don't see the nipples.
Right. Yeah, that would be that.
I hope you're ready for this, Angela.
And depending on the
I'm
woman,
so ready.
Depending on the woman and the nursing habits, nipples could be, knees up. Who knows?
That is actually a very good point.
I mean, you just can't tell, you know?
That's right.
And never ever assume. Don't just reach out going, ooh, tickle, tickle.
Definitely not.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, everything's working, I think.
I think we're good.
Everything's working.
I think we're good. Well, welcome to Around the Reel, then.
Right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Around the Reel.
We've got Angie Faro with us. What's up, Angie?
Do you like Angela or Angie?
Well, I go by, for everything, my professional credits, Angela, but people call me Angie. So, yeah, I am used to being called Angie.
Okay.
I like Angie.
I like Angie.
Yeah, I do
Well,
too.
I like both, but I like
Yeah,
Angie.
Angela sounds really like too exotic for me. I can't say that word without getting all hot and bothered. Remember how I was talking to you about my nipples a minute ago? That's what I'm talking about.
Do you call one of them Angela? I mean, I'm confused.
No, it's just certain names get me all going. Like when I go, there's a reason why I say Sam all the time. Because if I go Samantha, it does something to me.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
How about if I say Samantha?
You prefer the full names. It sounds to me more professional and maybe more glamorous.
Yeah, and I think full names make me full. You know what I mean?
Or at least chubby?
Chubby a little bit, yeah. A little chubby.
Okay, well, hey, here, let's bring up a subject before we dive into Angela
Can
really
we bring
quick.
up one that's not that?
You said Angela. How am I going to focus if you keep saying her name like that?
Okay, before we talk to Angie.
Okay, thank you.
So here's a good question. Bring up names and stage names and everything else.
Yes.
So I have an issue with my name.
Chuck or
because
Charles?
everything that Charles Lawson.
Okay.
Because everything that we put out for film ends up having the picture of some English frickin' actor who apparently we need to have on the show. So
He has the same name as you.
should I give myself a stage name and change all my IMDb credits?
If you don't want to have that problem, yeah.
So that it's not confusing.
Yeah. What would your stage
Because
name? Oh, go ahead, Angie. Go.
So there's already somebody out there with notoriety with your name.
Right?
And he's fucking English.
Yeah.
And he gets confused on the
worst.
IMDb.
I mean, you look up our movie, The Outrider, on Google, and it shows a picture of him under my title. I'm like, you son of a...
How dare you?
And it's funny, too, because I had no idea it wasn't even you, because you guys all look alike to me. So I was
All those white guys?
Yeah.
Well, I can even say, even though he's like 70, he has more hair.
He does.
He does have more hair.
He's got a full head of hair.
I got that glare going. I got to get that,
See, that's your
powder
problem.
stuff.
You're just jealous of his hair.
That's not what I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
Hey, why be jealous of the hair when you can have like the whole, you got The Rock and you got Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Are you talking about baldies?
Baldies.
Baldies.
Yes, we're baldies.
All the great baldies.
Bruce
Aaron's
Willis.
a baldy too. You just can't tell because he has his hat on.
Yeah, but you will. Yeah. No, I look slick. Yeah.
No, I look slick. That's why I'm shiny.
Yeah, you were shiny. I'm going to be called slick. You're shiny.
How about you're going to be asshole and you're creepy?
We already have those. We don't need to go there. All right. So, Angie, thanks for being with us today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the show.
Absolutely. So you do acting and filmmaking and modeling and all kinds of stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I do all the things.
All the singers?
Tell us all about yourself
All the things.
and what do you do?
Oh gosh. Well, let's see. Acting and singing are two things that since I was very little, I was interested in. I actually just recently came across my first recorded acting experience, which was a play I did in 5th grade.
Oh,
I played one of the
nice.
stepsisters in a modern Cinderella.
No.
So that was really exciting. I finally was able to download it. One of my old classmates sent it to me on Dropbox.
Oh,
That's awesome.
So I've been interested in this stuff since I was a little kid, basically. Like I was born to be on stage.
Yeah.
We'd have family reunions. I'm on the deck singing to everyone, putting on a show. That was
born
my jam.
performer.
That born performer, absolutely.
Damn right.
And I, when I was real young too, I was interested in writing. So I did writing as well.
Oh.
I'd write short stories. I write poetry, started songwriting and playing guitar when I was like 13. And
wow.
Just kind of progressed from there. Once I got into the film industry and started working on that end of things more steadily in 2012.
Okay.
And so since then, for the past, 9 years, I have been focusing on working in the industry. As an actor, I have worked since I think 2013 for the Murder Mystery Company as an actress. That's normally my main gig until like the pandemic kind of shut down the live shows and everything.
Sure.
So
wait, I have to ask really quick. Did you work at the one at the Spaghetti Factory?
I sure did. And
we did that.
I
We
believe
did do that.
she's always looked familiar. Everything I've seen her, and I wonder if that's why.
Oh.
Because
I
we did
remember
that
you.
4 years ago.
Yes.
4 years. Yeah. 4 years ago, were you there? Cause
I've since 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah.
She was there.
You were there probably. We all four of us, well, Chuck's wife and him and me and Aaron went.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember her looking at me like weird, like the whole time too. I didn't know. I get that a lot from ladies. So they couldn't take their eyes off me and stuff, but I knew it was her. That is so crazy.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's so cool. I love doing the murder mystery shows, the old Spaghetti Factory shows. I think I worked most of the ones that we've had at the old Spaghetti Factory.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, that's so cool.
That
I love
is
that
cool.
You enjoyed the show.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it
we
was
came home
super
with an
fun.
award, the worst guest.
I think we
Worst
were.
guest.
We sucked.
The worst guest. Yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
that
we
special
suck.
award that we have.
Right. That special
You were
one,
nowhere
yeah.
fucking close. That was the award we got, and
I
I
think
have
so.
it somewhere.
Dude, I can't figure that shit out. Murder
Dead
mystery.
last place.
Yeah, there's no way.
Pretty
no way I
much,
could
yeah.
figure it
Who
out.
did it? This crazy bitch at our own table.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have been there if it was real. I wouldn't even been there. I would have left. I would have ran. Got the hell out.
Somebody died. Bye.
What,
Yeah.
did you suck?
No, because why stay around? I'm not gonna
Quitter?
get caught up in that crap. No, not gonna do it. No, if someone's dead, I'm out. I'm out. Murder mystery, my
So
ass.
what theme was it?
Old Hollywood.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was
old
old Hollywood. So we had
Hollywood.
old producers, and that's
Hollywood.
why we went to that one.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and we got to
I
pose with
wonder
the
who
pictures
I
and
played
stuff.
that night.
I don't know. I swear you did, because you looked familiar to me.
Oh, I'm sure I did. I said, I wonder who I played that night.
Oh,
Who you
played
played,
that
yeah.
night.
I don't always play the same character. So with the murder mystery shows, it's really cool.
Okay.
I get an opportunity to play so many characters. So I've
That's
done
fun.
almost 800 shows.
Holy
with the murder
shit.
mystery show.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost 800. And so throughout that time, I've played just a ton of characters. In the old Hollywood script, I mean, I probably played at least 5 different characters in it, I would
Wow.
guess.
Wow.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
That's got to
Yeah.
be, doing that kind of stuff's got to just kind of keep you in tune. Like, keep your
Definitely.
craft honed, right? That's good shit.
Yep, that is like one of the best things about it. And getting to earn my living by acting.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
That's exactly what
yeah,
you want to do.
I've enjoyed that. So I've missed it this past year. I might have a show coming up soon. I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
Are they looking to get back into it now?
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
soon, maybe? That's good.
Definitely.
That's good to
when
hear.
it starts back up, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
And so other than that, then with the film industry, I started producing back in, I think, 2015 or 2016.
Okay.
And so I've produced a couple of web series. I've got a feature film that has one more day of filming, and then it'll be wrapped. It's Park Dead. We are going to be releasing a trailer soon for that. It's a horror film, my first feature.
Cool.
And we've got a bunch of other stuff lined up. So
Very cool.
Well, good for you. Good for
Got
you.
a ton going on.
Yeah, she's got her hands in everything.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm going to start with one of the topics, because Chuck and I were just talking about this yesterday. The producer title.
Producer
Sure.
title.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's. What is your definition of a producer, Angie? What do producers do?
In the independent film realm.
well, yeah, so in independent film, like I have done a lot of projects where it's like, it is not really a lot of people on the crew. I keep really small crews. It's like guerrilla filmmaking.
Sure.
So for me, producing it's all encompassing. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm normally also directing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I have an AD that's helping me and sometimes I don't.
Okay. Got it. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of things you got to keep track of as a producer, Chuck.
Have you? Let me ask you this: have you ever noticed that you get the most times that a crew of volunteers if you're setting a sex scene? Have you ever noticed that you get the most people to show up on those days?
I'm like, I don't know if have I directed a sex scene.
Oh, you don't have to direct it; just guerrilla film it. Just find your neighbor. Cracked window.
Oh my Lord!
Stealing shots.
Stealing shots. Yeah, he is. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for Charles today.
He's actually on one today.
He is on one.
We are responsible for nothing he says. Nothing comes out of his mouth today.
Nope, not on me.
On one just today?
Yeah.
Just today, yeah. Because today he's...
interviews.
I don't
know what's going on.
He's usually the good one. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Did you hear her? She said, I've listened to other interviews and it's not just today.
No, I heard her, yeah. I heard it. I heard it. But I'm saying today is considerably worse than other days.
You can smell it in this room. I'm with him. I'm like, Jesus.
You can consider it to be worse, or you can just accept it as being better. However you want to look at it.
I love it.
That's right. That's right. Maybe I'm just bringing it out in you.
No.
Better to bring it out than to put something in.
Boy, oh boy, you are on one.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. All right, so Angie. I'm really sorry about Chuck. Anyway,
stop fucking apologizing for me.
So
We're sorry about Chuck.
You got 1 day left of shooting in Park Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you work on that film during the pandemic?
So Park Dead was started before the pandemic, right? And June 2019, I took on the project. So it got written. We did the script. Jessie Larson, she's like one of my best friends for like many years and writes a lot of stuff with me. So Jessie wrote, I helped along with that, and it already had like a framework and everything. So we were kind of following the framework from the executive producers for the idea for the story. Okay. And then we added our stuff in. So that was in June and July, I think, that the script was being written. So August, we started filming. And we filmed through the fall. Then December is my busy season with murder mystery. So December, I was like, I'm going to have to like really focus on doing my murder mystery shows. I was going out of town a lot at the time. And then January, the weather was crap.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And then the pandemic happened. And so, yeah, we were on hold, until this past fall, after we had COVID safety regulations. We were able to pick back up. So with like a COVID supervisor and following all the regulations, we did, I don't know, a handful more days of filming. Okay. And then now I just have, I have something I have to work on we have 5 scenes left. Okay. And I have to edit a piece. I don't want to give too much away of what's going on in it or anything, but there's something I have to edit that will be shown on film on that day. So that's getting done before I film that day.
I gotcha. Okay. Was it tougher to film? Obviously with that going on and paying attention to everything for the safety of everyone?
Well, yeah, it's helpful, definitely, having the COVID supervisor to kind of, be handling all of that, because I'm like focusing on directing and all of that, producing, whole 9 yards.
Right. I wonder now, because we're getting ready to do our new film. And we got 2 going right now. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, we've got three certified folks? Or do we got 2?
3, and we'll have probably 4 to 5 this weekend.
Okay, so we've got more than enough to cover. Do they yell at you if you fuck up on the set?
The COVID supervisor?
Yeah.
My COVID supervisor wouldn't yell, but just like, keeps people,
just make sure everyone's following the guidelines.
Make sure everyone's following. If she sees people like getting too close, you guys,
Yeah, see, because I don't want to get yelled at any more than I always do already.
He gets yelled at a lot.
I'm going to give our safe sets certified technician.
Okay. Oh, okay.
a 6-foot stick and tell them they can use it however the hell they want.
Oh my God.
You're going to give somebody a stick,
then.
and I'm going to be like one of the only black people on set. You will. I'm going to get my ass whipped.
It'll be Michael. You guys will be fine.
Oh, fuck Michael. I'll punch him like I did in the movie. I'll knock his ass out, just like I did in the movie.
We got Michael.
Yeah. Dude, I can barely even see him. Because my eyes are up here. He's like way down here low. It's like, oops, I'm sorry. I thought that was a curb.
I hope Michael's not listening.
Michael doesn't listen.
The good thing is this won't be out before tomorrow.
Oh, I know, that's
good.
True. I'll make sure to tell him, dude, I loved you. Dude, I gave you so much love on the show yesterday, Michael.
And then he listens and he's like, what the literal fuck?
I love Michael. He's a badass. He's cool as fuck.
Like, oh, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Okay, so...
We only talk shit about those we love.
So I'm just curious about the whole production during the COVID thing, because we haven't done it yet, so it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
You got to be more careful. You have all your hand sanitizer, you got like your thermometer, forehead thermometer thing,
Okay.
Everybody's getting their temperatures checked before they're on set. Like I had people that if they weren't filming in a scene at the time and they were like waiting to film, we had them mostly waiting in their cars.
Gotcha.
To keep that helps to keep people definitely more away from each other.
Right.
Craft services, you cannot have like, your usual craft services where people can just like come grab stuff that can be shared more. It has to be single serve packaging and everything like that.
Yeah. So you just can't grab a pizza anymore.
No, you get 3 carrots, 2 pieces of celery, and an olive.
That's usually like crowd pleaser and easy to do, right?
Yes, it was.
Can't do that now.
Damn it, we can't do shit. So then when you're filming, because it takes a while on set anyway to set up stuff and then get shots and all the things that you got to do. And then you add that element to it.
Oh, yeah.
How long and what's it like time-wise? Is it affecting you like your amount of work you can get done and and filmed in principle? I mean, does it slow it down to the point where you're like, God, we usually can do this in a day. Now it's going to take us 3. You know what I mean? Or does it go smoothly?
It kind of depends because you know how it is on set. It just varies so much from day to day anyways.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a fluky thing to me, it seems. Some days it's like, man, sped through that. It went great, super smooth, super fast. And other days it's like, why did this just take 17 hours?
Right.
Like take 83.
I know, right? I gotcha. Huh.
Can we recast?
So, I don't know how much extra time did it add with. I don't know. Having the COVID supervisor helps because
you don't have to worry about any of that.
They're kind of taking care of that stuff so that it doesn't take so much time.
So I guess what I'm getting from you then is it didn't affect it to the point where it was obvious that you could tell the difference in a way.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but not like super big.
Okay, that's good to know.
No.
Yeah, that's
good to know.
We're just really curious because we're just getting ready to do that.
Yep.
And I apologize. I am this being a podcast, and I do have a camera in my face, so this is different. I'm actually actively searching because I just realized that we haven't gotten our forehead thermometer.
Yeah, I know you need to get that.
Oh, Chuck, I got you on that.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
See?
I'm like, wait a minute. Everything came the other day, but that
forehead
wasn't in the box.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I got the other one we can stick up people's stuff.
You can't shove things
You're
in people's
not
rectums.
putting anything in anyone's butt.
Oh, it's not that kind of thermometer?
It's not that kind of movie.
People don't like it if you try to shove thermometers in uncomfortable places.
No, people are like, you're like, pull your pants down and bend over. They're like, out. They're
I
gone.
just thought some
They're
people
gonna
like
leave.
it that way. I mean, we got to have options for everybody,
We're not
right?
just talking about you.
I mean,
Aaron.
we're not just going to get a cheese pizza. We're going to get multiple different types of pizzas that were there normally. So we got to do no.
Not everybody
Oh.
agrees with you.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't need
Not
that. I don't
everybody
want
likes
one in my
things
ass.
stuck up their butt.
I don't want one in my ass, but someone like Michael might.
I am so grateful, Angie, that you have listened to the show before.
I think most people are going to be like, I didn't think it was going to be that kind of party.
You never know what kind of party it's going to be.
It could be an exciting, unexpected change, or it could be a scary, unexpected change, depending on who's standing there when you hear it.
Who's doing who?
I think the scariest aspect would be if somebody comes in and says, do you have a bigger thermometer?
Right?
You see somebody come up with that thermometer and then they have the rubber glove and they snap.
Does that thermometer come in black?
Ew, stop it.
No,
You're not doing the whole... No.
That's a Batman reference. Does it come in black?
Exactly. I was just talking about Batman, Sam.
Okay.
I don't know where your brain went.
I don't snap the rubber glove. I pull out the cow glove and just pull it up to my elbow and armpit and be like,
"Ooh, the big elephant one."
Ew.
The elephant glove.
Let's do some inspecting.
That's
Now
nasty.
Bud, have you been sticking your arm
scary.
up?
I've been watching The Ranch on Netflix, so I keep,
Unfortunately,
Yeah, and
Angie,
porno.
Angie,
Bad
our show's
porno.
going to weird directions. I'm so sorry. So
Wait,
sorry.
who's in that one? Is that Ashton Kutcher in that?
Yeah. Ashton Kutcher, Sam Elliott, and
Sam Elliott.
I don't think she's bothered one bit.
no, and Danny Masterson before he got kicked off the show for being a real pervert on the show.
Who did?
Danny Masterson.
Oh crap! That's right. I heard about that. That sucks.
I'm only into season 2, so I got 6 seasons to go before he gets kicked off.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
They're talking about the ranch.
It's called a
I have
TV
no
show.
clue.
Yeah.
Oh, TV shows? Oh, I don't get into those because I just don't because I'm busy.
Wait,
I've
are you
only
trying to
caught
tell
it
me
just-
that I'm not?
That was for him, not you.
I like how you're pointing at your screen because who knows where she is? Because on my
funny.
screen, she's in the top right corner,
Right.
And Sam's
On
in the
my
top
screen.
left.
On my screen, she's right below me. I'm in the top left, and she's right below me.
Okay.
Chuck is then up on the top right,
Hey, he's
and
on top right,
Aaron
too.
down on the bottom right.
Why
Of
did you
course.
put Aaron underneath me?
Well,
You already talked. You already
Because
talked about getting
that's
full
what-
and chubby. Do
Please
I really
don't.
need that kind of excitement?
that's why I'm not using
Right.
Charles. I'm just going to say Chuck.
I like the positions on her screen because on my screen I'm by Aaron.
You can drag him around
Hey.
wherever you want.
I don't wanna be by you.
You're gonna always kind of be by me one way or another. There's 4
Look what
fucking
you started.
screens.
Look what you started.
Gee.
She'd rather touch your corner than the whole
You're
than
not.
one
You're
whole
not
side.
my
of it.
creepy
Just the
Chuck
tip.
today,
She just wants the tip.
Sam.
She says, "Just give me the tip."
The nice thing is for our recording that we use for YouTube, that's off of my screen. Sam is properly placed on top of Aaron,
Oh, that's sweet.
which means that she's what bongo.
What?
Bongo. What was the one last?
the hell are you
What
talking
was the
about?
Urban Dictionary word last week? Bongo.
Oh, no.
Boonga?
Wait, what?
Boonga.
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 Yeah, when you boonga.
Oh, yeah, what was
I'm
that?
not-
I forgot
Bitches
about
on.
Bitches on.
Oh, bitches on your... Yeah,
I can't
forgot.
remember it now.
But actually,
Yeah,
there
it's-
wasn't one last... It was,
The time before.
yeah.
It was with Kate.
Bongo. What was it? Boonga. Boonga.
Boonga.
Boonga.
It was
Bitches on
boonga.
your nuts.
Yeah, bitches,
Bitches on your nuts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Getting-
the answer for, but
Off.
Getting off. Yeah, boonga.
Oh, well,
Get in
let's...
action.
Let's
Get in
do
action,
some-
yes.
Let's learn some new Urban Dictionary words.
Oh, okay. We're gonna play a game right now.
Yeah,
Angie,
you
we're
want
gonna
to
play
play
a
game,
game.
Angie?
Sorry, Angie. I gave. Let's go ahead.
All right.
I hope I'm ready for the game.
You've got
You're
to
ready for it.
You better be ready. You get to go first.
You know the game,
Oh
don't
gosh.
Let me guess. It's the Urban Dictionary game, Sam.
you? Indeed.
I'm not up on my Urban Dictionary, guys. So.
None of us are.
It usually makes our answers better.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ready for the first one?
I'm ready. Bring it to us.
Wotless. WOTLESS. Wotless.
Whatless.
WOTLESS.
Wotless.
Meaning, am I supposed to make a guess?
You are supposed to guess what that means.
You get to
yes.
go first.
Okay, it means I believe it means something along the lines of, because when someone says I wot, it's kind of like saying I guess, I gather.
Oh.
So if you're
Okay.
wotless, then you are maybe clueless, idealist.
Oh.
Big answers.
Something like that.
Angie.
Clever.
Big answers.
That is
All
I
right.
could be wrong.
No, that's a good
No,
answer.
that's great.
All right. Yeah, good answer. Jesus.
Really good
All right.
answer.
Thank you.
I'm going to try to win today.
Okay, try to win.
I think wotless means.
Wait, what's the prize?
There is no prize.
Yeah,
Respect.
Well, Aaron, you get out of
I,
there.
I'm, yeah. Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny? I'm going to say wotless is
Like, shitty prize, I quit. I'm just kidding.
Dude. My lord, do you see how mean they are to me? I can't. They won't even let me
super-
answer.
Very, very
I'm lucky to be in the game.
But we love you.
Okay, wotless
Okay, Wotless.
is when you lack power.
Oh.
No
That's
wattage,
good
no
too.
power.
Okay.
Wotless.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Chuck?
How about that?
I like it.
I don't, well,
Except for that Watt is W-A-T-T.
Right. But,
Well, fuck.
well, the only thing I can think of, because you spelled it. So W-O-T-L-E-S-S. So Wattless. The only Watt I can think of that's W-O-T is the World of Terror, which is like something they use in horror movies. So that my thought of Wattless would be a serendipitous time, maybe?
Okay.
Wait a second.
I got where you're going. Wait.
I usually
not
say this
following.
more assertively. So Watt stands for World of Terror. So Wattless would be no terror, which means it would be a serendipitous time frame or a very happy way of living.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
Very
great
good.
answer, Chuck.
I actually
Remember,
like
I was talking about being
everybody's
chubby
answer.
earlier. I'm really chubby right now. That was a great answer.
These are great answers,
Thank you.
guys.
They are great.
No,
answers.
those were all super good answers.
And probably wrong.
They are kind of wrong, yeah.
Damn it.
Wattless is to not care profoundly about anything.
Ah!
You do not give two shits or two fucks about anything.
Why is it always
I
two?
have days like
Dude,
that.
we got-
I
'Cause you have
definitely
to-
days
'cause-
like that.
Yeah, right, dude.
It's
And
two
on
is
this
important.
day, not a single was given.
Yeah.
Right, then you're Wattless. Yeah, exactly.
I kind of live my
That's
life that
Wattless.
way.
Wattless?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I give zero
You ever
fucks.
seen that meme? You ever seen that meme of the happy little kitty prancing through the field, and on this day, not a single was given?
Fuck is given?
That-
Yes.
Oh, yes, I have, yeah.
That's the one.
That was a cute one.
That kitty is Wattless.
That kitty is Wattless.
I strive to be like that kitty.
I know. Yes. What's the
Are
next
you
one?
ready for
Yeah.
the next one?
What's the next word?
We're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Sofusion. S-O-A fusion. S-O-A-F-U-S-I-O-N. Sofusion.
Fusion?
This one's gonna get all of you guys because no one's gonna know this shit.
Sofusion?
Sofusion.
Sofusion.
What's Sofusion?
I'll let somebody else go first on this one.
She's like, I'm not doing it. Aaron? Sofusion.
Playing this game, it makes me so fusion. I have no idea. Is that like confusion? But so
are
fusion?
so-
I'm so fusion right now. I don't get it. So fusion. Confusion.
okay.
But you did say it was S-O-A.
S-O-A.
F-U-S-I.
They just threw an A in there just because.
S-O-A-F-U-S-I-O-N.
Just wanted to be cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like.
Because A stands for Angela.
You know
Yeah,
what?
or Aaron.
I'm gonna give you all a
Yeah.
hint. I'm gonna give you all a very good hint right now.
Do I get another
The
guess?
A is important. Yes, you can have another guess. The A is important.
The A is important.
It matters. The A matters. I'll say the A matters. It's not just thrown in there.
So the A is not silent, is what you're saying.
The A matters is what I'm saying.
Well, the A always
It
matters.
matters, damn it. It matters.
Well, what the fuck? This game.
I still have
You
no
wanna change
idea
your
what
answer?
it is. I
No.
mean, I like Aaron's answer
Yeah.
of so fusion, like I'm so fusion, I'm confused.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's how you feel right now.
Yeah, I'm staying with it. I'm sticking
Confusion
with it.
say.
That's our final answer. Angie and I are on the
Chuck,
page.
do you have anything creepy and different than Aaron?
I apologize. I don't have a creepy answer. I only have the correct answer.
Oh, shit.
So fusion.
Oh.
So because it's simple. Because so fusion is actually binge watching Sons of Anarchy.
That's
watching
actually that's
Sons
Sons
of
of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Dude, he's over there cheating.
Anarchy.
That's clever. as
He's
shit.
got the only guy with a computer screen in front of him right now.
Why didn't I think of that? I
Cheat
love
man.
Sons of Anarchy.
I do
Damn.
too. It's good. So you guys are wrong.
Okay, great. Yeah, good.
You want to know what So Fusion is? You're gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this.
Bring it on.
What is
Okay, you know when you take the old skinny little sliver of soap and you get the new soap and you get them both wet and you stick them together.
that? Should be soap fusion. That's soap fusion.
Yes.
So
They missed
Fusion.
the P.
It's So Fusion.
I would never.
SOA Fusion.
Ever in my
It's So
life.
Fusion. You
Get
stick the
that.
soaps together.
If someone on this planet could actually get that answer right, they don't
Without
deserve
looking.
to be here.
Okay.
Someone actually made it up because it's in there.
Unbelievable.
Here is the funny thing.
Person
So
dictionary.
we experienced serendipitous, that's my word for the day, moments on this show. Last week we were talking with somebody who created a game that my daughter played with when she was a child. All kinds of different things that we find out with. Your So Fusion Urban Dictionary game is exactly what I did this morning because I had 2 slivers of little piece of soap and I shoved that son of a bitch on the big soap and put it on there
fused
so it would
together.
cure.
That is
I did that
exactly
this
what it
morning in the
is.
shower.
So
Fusion.
Chuck did it this morning.
Okay.
So Fusion.
Let's talk about. Let's guess another thing that Chuck might have done today.
Oh, let's do.
I don't want to know what you did in the shower.
You know
I'm
what?
good.
You should not have said that because at the last you
Sorry,
should
Angie.
not have said that because of the last one.
Oh, no. All right, final word of the day. What do we got?
Millgate.
What?
Milgate. Millgate.
Millgate.
Millgate. What do you think it is, Angela? You're first.
I'm first, huh?
Yeah.
I'm Millgate. I mean, I don't know what it could be. It makes me think of
Pressure's
what?
on.
Bill and Melinda Gates.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty
Millgate.
clever too. I like it.
Millgate.
Millgate, Aaron.
Millgate.
Millgate.
Millgate?
What is a millgate?
A mildewy gate? Probably. I don't know.
Fuck. Millgate.
Come on, Aaron. You got something. You can have a guess.
When you're trying to get into a place and they have a gate there and you're milling the idea, or no, that's mulling. Fuck! I can't even do it.
Chuck,
I'm out.
Chuck, you got one?
I'm so done with this game.
Oh God!
Oh,
Hate Urban Dictionary games.
I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to come up with a T because we've had a lot of. Whether I'd like to get.
oh. Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah,
Yeah. This is the game. This is what happens.
but it.
But I can't come up with a T.
Doesn't work. Nothing works anymore.
Let me just give you a hint and say it's not one of those. This time.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, it's not one. It's not one of those.
We should change this whole game into you just telling the audience exactly what these words are so we can
because
learn.
I really
Because
like
no
you
one
guys
knows.
guessing. It's super fun.
It's so bad
Your
we can't even
answers-
come up with entertaining answers anymore.
I'm not saying your answers are, Aaron, but everyone's answers are so good.
All right, fair enough.
I was thinking so
for
hard.
yours.
I'm sorry. I was thinking so hard. Did Angie go?
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
Well,
I did.
Bill
I
and Melinda
did.
Gates thing,
Yeah.
she said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember?
Millgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She pulled one right out of her ass just like I tried. We can't do it. We got
Millgate.
nothing.
What's Millgate? Come on, Chuck.
Millgate.
Mm-hmm.
Make me proud.
Well,
Guess it. Get it.
Millgate.
Oh, boy.
So you have glove compartments in a car. Mm-hmm. You have all those different things.
Yep.
So Millgate is actually the little area in between the back seats, the hidden cup holder that you can actually fold down. That's the Millgate, because when you pull it down, you try to figure out what the hell that sticky substance is there, but that's in there, and you know you don't have any kids, but you spent way too much time in cars with females. That's your Millgate.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Yeah,
That's
Sam,
all kinds of fucked up.
what's
but
the,
anyway.
can you give us the answer,
Hey,
please?
if I can do this with my cousin,
That was very interesting, Chuck. I just thought of something. MIL, mother-in-law.
Ooh.
well, no.
Mother-in-law gate.
That could be.
Everyone, you couldn't
Nope.
be more wrong because Millgate is a super small penis.
That's it.
That's it.
Would have guessed that.
That is it.
It's Milgate.
Oh, stop it right now. Are you fucking with me?
Pronunciation Milgate is
That's so many
a-
F-bombs, and I'm going to get in trouble from Drew.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
But
Okay.
yeah, so it's
Tiny
a super
penis.
small penis, Aaron.
Millgate.
Yeah, you should have known that one.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Angie, if you didn't know, I'm half white. Sorry. It happens. Oh, my God.
I never would have guessed this word, though. That is
Right?
That's
It's
an
different,
interesting-
right? I wouldn't have-
Interesting dictionary term.
Guys,
Millgate.
if it makes you feel any better, I wouldn't have guessed any of that shit either.
It's hard.
I always
Yeah,
try to
I'm
pick hard
disappointed,
ones.
Sam.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
disappointed we don't get to hear your answers.
Right?
You
I know
know
that.
what your ideas were.
Well, they would have been worse than yours, and
I think
worse
we
than
need to
yours.
flip that. That's
and-
actually a great idea, Angie. Next time we do this, Chuck or I will be hosting the show, and you
Oh,
got to
and
guess.
you're gonna be. Oh, okay.
And
fine.
you gotta see what it
Fine,
feels like.
Fine.
Because
fine.
I'm tired of looking like an idiot. I do that all the time.
You don't
and-
look like an idiot. No,
Sam, it feels
Or sound like
terrible.
one.
It feels terrible.
It feels awful.
Fine. Fine.
Like my self-esteem is like hurting right now.
Wham. I
It's
made
bad.
this game just for that.
Just to hurt my self-esteem?
Yeah, just so that because you hate losing.
You're such an
And I
ass.
knew you'd always lose, so.
And she also does it just to see how far I might go.
No,
That's
true.
another reason,
That's
yeah.
true. All right, let's get back with
I just
Angie.
do
now.
it because it's fun, okay?
I know it is fun.
It is fun.
It's fun. That's Urban Dictionary game, everybody.
Urban Dictionary game.
Everybody knows what we do for fun. Angie, what do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, what is your favorite
What do
thing
I
you
love?
do? Yeah.
Yeah, for fun.
What I love to do for fun is I love to create. So all the things I do, acting, filmmaking, singing, making music, writing, those are fun for me.
Right on.
Awesome.
Me too.
So you do what you love.
That might sound like, oh God, no, that's my fun.
That's cool. Good. You have figured out a way to survive doing what you love to do. Basically,
yes,
is what you're
definitely.
saying. Awesome.
That's beautiful.
We love that.
It is. What is it about acting that gets you to strive in that arena more than, let's say, like music or writing? Do you feel like the acting is the one that you move towards? Or is it just the whole thing?
Oh, I love all of it, but acting is the one that called for me from the time I was, very little.
I picked that up from you earlier. I could see it in your face. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
The performer. And
Yeah.
I mean, you can see right away.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, thank you.
No, it is.
Acting-
Absolutely. It's a compliment.
I don't know. It fills me with joy
Okay.
to do it. I really enjoy it. It's really great to. I was just talking about this in my acting class the other day. I'm taking camera one with Mighty Tripod,
cool.
acting studio,
Mhm.
and they were asking us about what acting is to us, and it's really cool to get into the mind of some different type of character that can be completely different than who I am.
Absolutely.
And portray them with truthfulness, bringing myself into it, but yet being someone completely different at the same time.
Mhm.
And it can be really cathartic. I like to play character because I'm like really friendly and smiley, happy most of the time, right? And I'm kind to people. I like to play characters that are assholes.
Yeah.
I like to play
Yes.
characters that are like
Not
they're out of their
you.
mouth.
Basically, the most not you stuff is probably the funnest, huh?
It is.
Because I like that too.
Yeah.
I like.
What
You
is
always
it?
want to play what you're absolutely not. That's the best, funnest
Well,
thing
I
to
don't.
play.
I like to play
Well,
who
you
I
always
actually
play the
am.
hero, so.
Well, I just do what I do because that's who I am. So it's easier that way. But
Yeah.
But no, I know what you're saying. I get it. Because every time I've acted, I took it for granted for a long time because I always just wanted to be like the guy behind the thing and make the movie and write the movie and get it out there. But, in our last film we did, I really took the acting portion of my character a little more serious because I knew we were trying to elevate what we were doing. So, and as a director, I wanted to try to understand actors better. So I figured I needed to push myself and try to do what they do, which is to, like you said, get in that mindset of that character. And once I did that shit, I fucking love it now. Like, I want to
That's
be in
awesome.
every movie. Yeah, I want to be in every movie we do. And these guys are like, you don't have to be in everything. I'm like, but I want to fucking be in them.
You're like, no, but you're like, damn it, if I'm going to make this thing, I want to be in it now.
Goddamn right. Yeah. And I never felt that way before. I always was hesitant, but I always faked it because I wanted everybody else as an actor to know that, no, yeah, I got your back. We can do it. But I hated it too. I did. I didn't like it.
Can I explain where I'm coming from with wanting you to just be the director and not be in it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're a fantastic director.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, really, you can get people that don't know what they're doing, have never acted before in their life to actually act, and it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. The way that you work with people and get them to do what you want them to do, and that's what a director is. And I think you have a gift for that. I would love to see a time where I could see that full force, like just see you be just a director and see how fantastic your movie could be, because it's already good with you even acting in it, but that's such a distraction from the directing that I would love to see you shine as a director, period, and focus on just that.
100%.
I would love to see what you could create with that.
Okay, and with that, we're going to end the show, and I'm going to record everything you just said and send it out to the universe. Because it was a huge compliment.
It was a compliment.
I know, I'm
it
kidding,
was
Angie.
a
We're not ending the
compliment.
show.
I don't usually give Aaron compliments, so
Not
this
at
is one
all.
of those
Nice.
moments.
Can you have a 3-minute meme?
I know, I have one.
Aaron, drink it in.
Dude.
Soak it up.
Soak it all in.
Oh.
Soak it up, asshole.
you're gonna-
It's the only one you're getting.
I got a clip. You know what? That's Mr. Asshole to you, by the way.
Really?
Well, only on set.
I'm going to be using that little segment as our little teaser clip because I want to see that on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Because he wants to.
You want everyone else.
I want everybody to see that.
In
shit.
15 years, I got this compliment.
Yes, that was very sweet. Thank you. But
No,
I think I know what you're saying.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's really true. I just love to see that one day.
Okay, Angie, when you're on set and you're doing everything, like you said earlier, you have your hands kind of in everything, right?
Yeah.
You're a producer,
Yeah.
but you're also directing, you're acting, you're doing all that stuff.
Right, right.
So if you were to take on one position and be able to focus 100% on it, like Sam saying she wants me to do, what would that be? Would it be the acting portion? Would it be the directing portion? What would it be?
If I had to choose just one, acting.
It would be acting.
Yeah.
See,
It would be acting.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I do really like doing the other thing, so I'm not going to just do that.
Right.
I will say what Sam was talking about like, how she loves you directing and would like to see you just directing. So my first like full length production was web series Althea.
Okay.
So I play Althea, right? So
Right.
that's like the name character of the thing. So I'm just starting to direct. I was like, I'd only directed like short films or something like that by that point. So pretty new to directing. And I'm trying to direct, produce, and star in, and with a very small crew. That was interesting, especially the character that I played, Althea. So with Althea, there's multiple worlds, and Althea is like completely out of her mind in general. In the post-apocalyptic wasteland, she's like really childlike and just like not really ever there.
Okay.
I feel like that was the perfect situation for your situation.
That
was like the perfect thing because it seems like you would be all mind scrambled. Like there's so much.
I
Like
see what
that's
you're
a
saying.
lot.
Probably,
Like
it probably did help. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 'cause
Then
I
there's
feel
the
like-
asylum world where I'm a little bit coherent sometimes, and then the suburbia where I seem mostly coherent but kind of kooky.
Okay.
But anyway, so it was really funny when I have it to do like where I'm like I'm playing all these different emotions all the time, and the cast was always laughing about how many different ways I could say action and cut because I'm generally in character when I'm saying action and cut. I'm in the scene and everyone else, so I'm like, okay, I got to get in character and then say it in character. So I'd be like, ending the scene when I'm like practically comatose.
Cut. Right. Isn't that funny? It's funny you said that. Last night I was watching Stallone recutting Rocky IV
oh yeah.
for the 35th anniversary.
I've watched that movie so many times.
Oh yeah, I love it. But seeing him go in and doing the recut and finding other footage that he was like, why the hell didn't I use that back then and everything else? But it's showing him on set the same way, sitting there in the ring, like all watery, and he's like, okay, and action. And he sits there and they throw the water on him. He starts laughing and fucks up and he goes, okay, cut. But he was in Rocky's character saying action and cut, like during the fight. And it's really funny.
He directed it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He sure did.
Stallone directs most of
Yeah.
his own stuff.
Yeah, he does. And
It's great.
You didn't know
I never
that?
realized.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he starred in and directed. That is so cool. I got to watch it again.
Yeah, Rocky
Underneath
won.
He's one of those
No.
all players.
Yeah,
he does it all. He does his own stunts. He does his own everything.
Yeah. Didn't he win the Academy Award for Rocky back in the day? The first one? I think he did.
For writing, wasn't it?
For I think the best screenplay.
I think it was the screenplay.
Okay, so yeah, he wrote the screenplay for the original Rocky, directed it, acted in it, did everything, produced it.
Did his stunts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I knew he had written it because I love the story. 'Cause before he became famous,
Mm-hmm.
he had written the script and he's on living on the streets, homeless.
Right. Yep.
And all he has is his dog. He can't afford to take care of the dog anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He sells the dog for like $30 or something like that, right? And then when he goes to the studio to do Rocky, like they offered him a bunch of money, like what was a bunch of money back then, probably like $1 million or more,
Right.
like for them to take it from him and not cast him as Rocky.
Yeah.
And he said no. He said he insisted that he was only willing to do it with him doing, obviously he must have also had to have them agree that he could direct. I didn't know that.
As well, yep.
But yeah. And it worked out for him because he did it. It made him famous.
It sure shit did.
And he went to go get the dog back, though. He only got paid $30,000 instead of getting like a huge amount.
Right.
And I read that he paid the whole $30,000 to get the dog back.
Oh, I have never heard that, but
I read an article about it, so I have to look it up. It's been a while since I read it, but I just remember being like,
"No, I believe you."
Number one, I can't believe that person charged him $30,000 to get the dog back.
They just saw Rocky.
They
probably just saw Rocky and like, "Shit, man, these niggas got money. We gotta get
got money. Like, give me some money."
Maybe it's misquoted. I don't know. I read the thing off, the internet at some point.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's a story or a close story.
I like the story anyway. I'm gonna save it.
It's neat. I like it.
It's kind of interesting though when you're looking at all the different things that someone can do, and trying to see whether or not, like Sam says, to focus. I don't know how easy it would be to focus on one thing after you've done everything for so long. That's the tricky part, having your hands in everything kind of is how I do it. And I watched Stallone doing the same thing all these years later. You know what I mean? It's hard not to just, and then put that trust in other people. Not that I wouldn't trust you guys to do it, but literally, okay, they are doing this and I'm focusing on this and that's it, and not have a voice or say anything. It'd be hard.
Kind of like it is letting me cook dinner.
Oh yeah, I like to cook.
Because he's in there up my ass, and I'm like, I like to cook too. Can I cook too?
Yeah, but I just do it.
He just does it, and
because I race to the kitchen. I get the food, and I get in there before anybody.
He actually races me for dinner, and then complains.
Can't be fucking around. You got to get in there and get it done. You got to be efficient.
Whatever.
Well, you have to be efficient because you have to have time to do all the things.
Yeah.
I let him alone to do dinner. He doesn't let me alone. He's all up in there.
Chuck, do you want to help out here? What's going on with our podcast right now, bro?
You want to change the subject? No.
Going back to our main point of topic here.
What was that?
I think the best thing that Aaron could do to be able to just focus on directing would be to direct something of somebody else's that he's not also asked to be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
so. Yeah. I mean, him taking a project and just focusing on the directing of that project, because anything he writes, he is so invested in every single one of those characters. True. He doesn't want to let anything go of that, and I can appreciate that.
Well, and he writes stories around himself, around his own. Like his character is always involved in the story he writes. Am I wrong?
No,
I wrong?
But I think like anybody who writes, it comes from some place that we've experienced. Right? But whether it's people we've met or
you actually think of yourself as one of the characters, usually, right?
Well, not every time.
Oh, okay.
Not every time. In one movie we did in the con. I realized that after the fact. Like I wrote this screenplay, we made this movie, Angie, and after I actually watched the movie, I was hit by like, holy shit, every character I wrote, that was a part of me, that emotion and that emotion. I kind of mixed up all these different emotions I have and give one to every character and how they would react to something. And I never looked at it that way while I was writing it, but after I saw it, I could see it. But then I think of The Outrider, and there's nothing in there about any of us, really. That was just a story that I wanted to tell. You know what I mean? So it's different every time. Do you experience that when you're writing stuff in your screenplays?
I don't know. It's an interesting process. I don't know if I've experienced that specifically of feeling like I'm putting maybe.
Do you write a screen
like with Althea? Like the characters are all very different.
Okay.
So I'm like, sorry, I keep going back to that one, but that's a really good one with like all these differing emotions and everything like that.
Sure.
I don't know that I thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't write that one by myself. I co-wrote that.
Okay.
And then,
it's just, it's an amazing thing if you dissect it sometimes. Like if you go back and look at, the series that you wrote and you really start looking at things that you had participated in the writing process.
Yeah.
One day something might hit you weird, and you're like, holy shit, I remember why I wrote that. I can see why I wrote that now because of something that happened to me or experience, you know what I mean? Way back in the day.
Definitely that. Like,
okay.
I'll go back even just watching it. And then I'm just like, oh yeah, wow. I never realized, that connection there.
Yes.
That is definitely true for me.
Right.
Well, you write poetry, right? So how about...
I haven't written any poems recently, but yes, I used to write a lot of poetry.
Okay, so
I actually had a poem published in Who's Who Among American High School Students when I was in like 11th grade English class. My teacher sent it in and got me published.
Badass.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's really cool. Well, I also write poetry, so to think of that in that sort of way, I write poems both from my perspective and from also the perspective of watching somebody else or experiencing someone else's life or situation and how that makes me feel. But it's always kind of comes back to the way I feel or the way it makes me feel about someone else's situation, I guess. So
yeah.
Is that kind of how you guys feel like you write a script? Or Chuck, you too, because you've obviously written one too.
Yeah, Chuck.
Or more.
I wrote something recently.
Yes, you did. Yeah, this movie we're getting ready to make. But
So
yeah, sorry, Chuck.
even that, like I totally didn't mean to leave you out, but yeah. So that's my question to you, script writers, because I've never written a script before. Do you find that to be true to guide your script? Are you?
Yes.
Is it coming from either a place of that's you experience something or a place of how you experience someone else's situation?
In portions of it for me. Okay. Yes. I know,
you,
Chuck.
Well, we've already spoken to me incessantly about the character,
True.
the main
Yeah.
character of
I
my
already know
show.
the answer kinda too.
And also in my story, I purposely wrote a PG-13 version of both Aaron and Sam that they are having to play in the movie.
Yeah.
We are not PG-13
Not in real life.
whatsoever.
Not in real life.
No, ask our kids.
Bingo. Yeah, writing's a fun thing. Because even when I try to break down writing and talk about it like other people, like I've listened to writers talk that have made it, out there and they're doing big things and they always give you those 10 pointers for writing and all that kind of shit. And no one ever really just says, when I start writing, I don't even know what I'm writing.
Oh, I do.
I don't even know.
I'll say that.
Yeah, I don't have a plan.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'll start writing. I know I have an idea that, okay, I'm putting these characters in this scenario, and that's all I know. I don't know what they're going to say before I start typing. I have no idea. I watched the story unfold in front of me.
Yeah.
I really do.
Same here. I've written poems that I to this day couldn't tell you who they're about. They're about somebody, but I don't know. I've never seen them, met them, nothing. I don't know. I just wrote it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And then you find the inspiration of what you came out of you like later. That's what happens to me all the time.
Sometimes to me.
Then I go, oh shit, I see why I wrote that. But during, I have no idea. I have no clue. I go blank almost, like you're in a zone.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you're a writer, it's almost like you can't even really necessarily say it's one or the other because for me, it's not. Sometimes it comes from different places. I mean, it always comes from inside, obviously, but as far as experiences go, it's not always necessarily connected to a personal experience. It's hard to say, but I mean, when you're, I believe to be a good writer, you have to be able to write like that, right? Like, if someone tells you what to write, you have to be able to kind of write that.
Yeah.
Like, so you have to be on all ends of that, like writing from both personal experience and other people's experience and
being creative, just being creative
and having to write something that someone just asks of you to write.
Right.
Well,
maybe
what was the experience like, Angie, doing? Because you did co-writing. So what is that experience? Because you can't just free write. So did you guys create an outline to go off of, or did you just like talk constantly to bounce ideas off each other?
Yeah,
we did. We came up with the outline. So let's see. Came up with like a general idea for the series before I brought Jessie in. So Jessie's one of my best friends, and like I said, and before I brought her in, had already come up with most of the idea. And then we brought Jessie in. So me, Larry Hawkins, and Jessie Larson, we wrote the series together. We would have meetings where we'd like get together and just kind of like come up with more ideas. We made a full like outline. We knew how many episodes we were going to have, and we came up with like initially with Althea, it was planned to put it out in 10-minute segments.
Okay.
But then we ended up putting them out in just like full like episodes that were like 30 to 40 minutes long. So we planned it out by the segment, which were supposed to be roughly 10-minute segments. So 3 of those per episode.
Okay.
So for each segment, we had a full outline and we knew exactly what we needed to happen to get to the next section. And then, we come up with other ideas in there, which we definitely did. We came up with new ideas for scenes and stuff that we hadn't originally, thought of. And then we would all just kind of like, do our writing and then put it together. We'd be like, okay, I'm going to work on this section. You're going to work on that section.
Okay.
We put it all together. Then we get together again and we'd all like go over it and edit it some more with the, like the dialogue and the actions and stuff. And until it was how we all wanted it to be.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now, I haven't had a chance to actually watch Althea yet, but so you said you took to end up taking 3 segments and put them together to create an episode. So did those 3 segments happen to work together as the 3 acts of that episode? Is that why you guys chose to do that, or just to try and get content out faster? What was the thought process for that?
Sorry, say again. I'm not sure.
Well, I think what he's asking is, was there structure to it as far as the 3 pieces?
They definitely work as episodes, if that's what you're saying. Like, yeah, there's definitely a very specific structure that it followed. Because again, like I said, this has all these different worlds. Mm-hmm. So the first episode was establishing those 3 main worlds and then the mysterious corporation that like rules over everything.
Got it.
Did that answer your question, or was I totally wrong what you were asking?
No, you were fine. I asked her the premise behind the question was to see if because you said you were doing segments. So I just was curious if, since you ended up making about a 30-minute episode, if the 3 segments actually acted as 3 acts, that made the episode work perfectly. So you had your beginning, your middle, and your end for that one section of the story you were telling, and that's why you made it a 30-minute episode.
Oh,
instead of just keeping the 10-minute shorts.
Yeah, I do think so, Chuck. Especially like the first episode, like I said, we're just establishing the worlds. So we didn't bounce around from world to world as much. So for that one, like we start off in the boardroom of the corporation. Then we go to, one of the worlds for 10, like most of the 10-minute segment. And then we bounce over at the end of that. We bounce into a new world, and then we're there for the second segment, and then we bounce into the third world, and then we're there for the final segment.
So are the 3 of them in no particular order? You just kind of
the timeline in Althea, time is non-linear.
Okay, that's you answered my question with that. Thank you.
So they can totally bounce all over.
Okay.
And it's confusing, and it's meant to be confusing.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I totally get that.
Well, that's just another way of storytelling. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fun, though.
Quentin Tarantino did it in Pulp Fiction, no problem. Right. It doesn't have to be in that chronological order to tell the story, right? You're letting the audience try to figure out what the fuck's going on. And I like movies like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That holds them. It does. That's cool. That's very cool. I wonder, I talked to Chuck before. I think I've talked to you about it too, Sam. How you could...
We've spoken a few times.
Yeah, we have. We make the feature, we do the features that we're making, right? Mm-hmm. But it'd be fun to try to break one up and see if you could actually take that feature film and release it, like she said, either in 10-minute, little webisodes to tell that feature story, or 20-minute ones. Because you could take, for example, we got a 2-hour movie. What if you broke that up into little episodes? Would that work?
Right.
Would it work in the same way?
It would be cool. Not with the movie that we're doing right now. That wouldn't work, I don't think.
Why? Because it come across almost like a soap opera, I bet. I bet you it would.
And actually, by doing it that way, you'd almost have to do each scene or combining just a couple of scenes together to do it, because for our next film is a drama. So obviously there's a lot of dialogue.
Sure.
So just to keep everybody's interest and keep everything, going in that direction. I think you could break it up, but as far as being able to maintain the audience, you could have one. Unfortunately, in 10 minutes in a movie, you lose the boring part because of the fact, okay, that's the filler that we needed to get some more backstory. But if you make that just a webisode for that week, you might lose your audience the next week because they're not going to come back.
Right. But what you've got at least 3 to 4 major plot points that could end an episode in a feature film, I think.
To keep people engaged and wanting to see the next part.
Yeah. So you could find 4 break points in your film.
Sure.
And actually do a limited series, let's say. You could do something like that. I think you could.
But...
right? When a character goes, oh no, and then you cut it. or the next one when they resolve something, the next dilemma happens. I mean, if you read the screenplay Chuck wrote, I can think of 4 places right now.
No, I could too, but it seems after school specialist then to me.
Well, no, Netflix does limited specials all the time. The limited series are no joke.
You don't want to, I don't know, I feel totally like that would make it a Lifetime movie.
and you're the one that, and this is coming from the same person that gives me shit for making 2-hour movies, that they're too long. Let's break them up into little segments so we can tell the story right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with certain stories that would work. You're right.
So you're saying it would be too much like a Lifetime Hallmark style movie?
I feel like
that's going to be kind of our market.
Okay, but no, but not in that way.
Not in the cheesy way that you're thinking.
And I was thinking more after school special. Is what I thought of,
it's like Schoolhouse Rock,
except we'll have a little bit better production value.
Oh well, hopefully.
Well, no, I mean we already know we.
Have you ever seen an after school special?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have a better production than that. I hope.
Angie, thank you for joining us in our company argument today.
And I'm sorry if I offended you if you've been in an after school special. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I
would love that.
I just always thought of them as being kind of on the tacky side.
Yeah,
just not super thought out, put together very well.
They're for kids.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Now you know why I don't watch Disney.
On today's episode, we talk about teen pregnancy and STDs.
On today's episode, we see who we can offend this time.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
Bing.
Angie, I'm so sorry.
Welcome to Around the Reel.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Anybody hit record?
I'm like, I can't think of after school. I think I probably watched them when I was a kid. I can't think of any of them, so I can't think of the quality of them. So.
I can't either.
I
got nothing to add to that.
They weren't that bad.
No one remembers they were bad.
No, wait
a second. Okay, so
they were bad.
Anybody listening, if you happen to be a Marvel fan, then those little Captain America tidbits that they put in like the Spider-Man movie and all those other things, that's like what an after-school special was like.
Hey,
it was
kids.
just kind of, hey kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you screwed up and you're in detention again.
Yep. I loved them.
Those types of things. That's kind of like after-school specials. But usually done a little bit nicer and not maybe directly breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience. But
what's your finishing schedule? You said you had 5 more scenes left in your film.
There's 5 more scenes left of Park Dead. And what was the question about those?
What's your schedule? When are you planning on having it done? I can't remember if you answered that already.
I don't have it scheduled yet. So I'm kind of working on multiple different things. You know, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I've generally got multiple projects going at once right now. I'm working on getting 2 short films finished up that are going into a festival. So I'm working on making sure those are all done, adding something to the end of another short film that's being released very soon. So I'm working on multiple things. I'm hoping to be ready to get that filmed within like a month.
Right on.
Okay.
Do you ever get stuck? I'm sorry. Do you ever get stuck on a production waiting for your composer to finish putting together some music so you could finally release something that you were going to release before the end of 2020? That might be a little dig at our buddy who we're waiting on.
That is a total dig.
I'm sure that can happen with any stage of the production. I haven't had that specifically with a composer. I know for me, because I do so many dang things, like editing can be a pain.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Very tedious and take a long time.
Yeah.
I always seem to think, I can do the editing in this amount of time, and then no, I can't do the editing as quickly as I like to hope that I can.
I know. I'm right with you.
I don't know if some people are just like way faster or anything like that, but...
No, because you can be efficient with all your little prompt commands and all that shit, but guess what? You're going to still go back and rewatch it again and rewatch it again and reclip it again. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I keep watching and then I keep going, I could add this here and, you know.
Yep.
Well, you add all the magic in editing.
Let me ask you this. Do you edit as you go or do you wait till you're done with principal photography?
I have generally waited until I'm done, but I feel like in the future, I kind of would like to start kind of at least rough cutting as I go.
Well, the future is now.
Yeah. I highly recommend, I personally highly recommend to edit as you go, to get your rough cut going. You won't feel as overwhelmed later with all this footage, and it's still fresh in your head.
Definitely.
from when
the
you went to the
overwhelm.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole thing of being overwhelmed is definitely real.
Yes.
You know, especially when you got all these different things going, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
let's focus on getting this done, getting that. Yeah. Right now, I'm like, I'm not taking on anything else to produce right now until I button up some of the other stuff.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, by the time I'm done, we got a shoot done. There's thousands of shots we have, right? The last thing I want to do is look at the folder with 1,000 or plus more shots in it and try to sit down from day one that we shot and started filming 4 or 5 months previously and get back into it. No, I'm not going to do that shit. No, I'm going to take the footage we got from that last shoot. I'm going to start cutting it right away just to get the idea down.
Yeah, that's how I think I want to kind of be able to start doing it. Like once I get these ones finished up. Yeah. Since I'm not starting anymore, right? You know, so I can be able to do that, like schedule a day of filming and have my editing time planned for getting it like, rough please, right? And I might bring in other people to do other stuff to it. I often will do that. Yeah. Have other people edit special effects and whatnot, because I like to add a lot of effects in mine.
Yeah, it's fun.
My stuff.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, it would be good to get it rough cut as I go.
Yeah,
definitely.
Let me know what you think about it if you try it, because I refrain always. I'm doing it for 20 years now. I refuse to even try it because it's overwhelming enough.
Well, you know, the thing is, when I was working on, because Althea was the first time that was the first time I edited. I wish that I hadn't waited until we were done filming to start editing that one. But I also, I feel like somebody along the lines was like, yeah, you wait till it's all done and then you edit. And so I was just like, oh, I thought that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. Well, that's the way you do it. Okay. I got to wait. And I remember thinking, why do I have to wait till it's done? To start editing? That doesn't make sense to me, because even if I have other scenes that take place before it, I can put them on the editing timeline later. Like
you can move it all around.
So I don't know where I heard it or what, but yeah, that's why. Yeah. And now I'm like, if I could go back.
Yeah, no, really. And another thing too, that's important. I'm sorry, Chuck. Just one more thing. When you could miss shots when you're out there, right? Or you might need something extra when you're out there. Yeah, you could miss a shot. You know, you're missing something.
You could, you could.
Yeah, if you're out there, if you're starting your edit 5 months later, and then you got to get everybody back to go do one thing. I know, it's better to look at your footage right away when you're editing it the next day or two, and be like, "Holy shit, we forgot that shot." Then you can go out there right away and get it done. Yeah.
No, that's absolutely true. That happened in Althea too, and where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't like the way these shots turned out, you know, so now I have to get everyone back together or find a way to shoot around it, you know. Yeah. That was a learning experience.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know.
Go ahead, Chuck. What did you have?
Well, the other thing to think of too is a lot of times the people who are doing that when they're doing the full edit at the end of everything, it's because they're doing a 14 to 30 day shoot. So during that process, they're filming every day.
Sure.
They're not going to edit at night. Okay. So that's a little bit different.
That's true.
It's not like us indie people who take 4 to 6 months to film something maybe.
Correct. I gotcha.
Yeah. My shoots had to be stretched out based on, trying to get everyone together with their schedules. Because I have a habit of making projects with a large cast.
I gotcha.
And so it does not make it easy for scheduling. So
it's rough. It can be.
Man. Yeah, it makes it a little rough. I keep saying, keep the cast smaller, make it easier on yourself. God, what are you doing? And then I'd be like, ooh, but I want to add this here, and then that person. Ooh, I have an idea. Ooh, I'd like to bring in so and so. And so we write. We usually write, like, we know who we want to bring in, and we write characters for them.
Right. Yeah.
For the actors.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A lot of people I work with at Murder Mystery are people I've worked with on other projects. So, like, I know, like, their talents and what will be a good character for them. So then we write a character for them, and then they just rock the characters. It's like, man, that's awesome. So I really like doing that. Because
we're delusional and we can't help it. We got to make it harder on ourselves when we're making movies. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
Well, right.
Yeah, I get it.
It ends up being a big, oh my God, Park Dead. That cast, there's so many people in that. I'm just like, I forget exactly how many. I was like, do we wind up with extras and everything, like maybe 80?
That's very good. That's awesome. That's so fun.
So I'm like, that's wild. Maybe that was with cast and crew, but the crew wasn't huge either. So, so it was a lot of people working on that one.
I'm happy that you got that going. What can you tell us anything about Park Dead at all without giving too much away?
Park Dead. So Park Dead is a horror film, as you probably guessed, or I may have said earlier. And so it is. We have some kind of evil in this campground. There's a campground, Avery Park, where all the action is happening. And people start winding up dead everywhere, and there's kind of like the birds.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff to do with like ravens, and you'll see a lot of ravens and crows and stuff in there throughout it, because there's like an ancient evil.
Perfect. Okay, I gotcha.
That is being released, basically.
Yeah. See, I love that stuff.
Angie.
Yeah, and there's
why
going to
did
be a
you
lot
open
of
the
people.
door?
A lot of people are going to die.
I like that stuff too.
I like the laughter that goes with it.
I know it's fun.
A lot of people are dying. And you're like, oh, Angie, she's so nice, and she's laughing about all these people.
I'm right with you. We do the same thing.
You know why? You know why we make movies? It's the only way we can legally kill our friends.
Yeah, we can do bad shit, and that's why I like acting now, because you can do those things like she was saying earlier.
You just gave me a great idea for a script, Chuck. I'm writing a script.
You're gonna write a script
I'm gonna
now?
kill you like 18 million times, Aaron.
If you only knew what you do to me on the inside every day and how many times.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Why don't you play that fiddle?
I am. Oh, you mean a real fiddle? I was touching myself. I apologize. Never mind. Wrong fiddle.
No, what? Stop.
Or it's not called a fiddle anymore. It's called a... What's your word from the game
Tiny
today?
little fiddle?
A milgate.
A milgate.
Millgate.
Millgate. Yeah, we got Millgate.
She already forgot her word.
Enunciate. Sound like you said Bill Gates, and I don't want his lawyers to
said
come after us.
Millgate.
Yeah.
He probably has a small
Chuck
penis
said,
too.
the Milgate.
Milgate. Yes.
Milgate.
Sam, I started the show feeling all big and excited about
Now you feel like,
Angelica
"Ee,
and
little
big
weenie."
named, people, and it got me excited. And
She
you
can
left
have
me
it.
with a Milgate. That's what you did.
I love how I changed the name. I have no idea how to say it,
Yeah, just totally.
but it stuck.
Just shriveled up like a stack of dimes. Thanks, Sam.
Or you.
Stack of dimes. You did. Is it really that tall?
You just keep playing that tiny little violin.
I'm doing it.
She's stuck. You guys watched The Outrider recently? Because she's got that stuck in her head from
I
Sunny.
know she is.
Mama Sunshine.
Mama
loves it.
Sunshine.
Angie, it was a
I haven't
pleasure
seen
talking with you. You haven't seen Outrider
You
yet?
haven't?
I haven't.
Watch
That's
it.
okay.
You'll see all of us shine as actors
Yeah,
and
it's fun to
actresses.
make.
No, really shine because we didn't do
Where can I
makeup.
see it?
Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. You can see it on there.
On Amazon Prime?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to look for it. I got Prime.
I hope so. I hope you
Okay.
can watch
I'm
it.
going to
That's
get
our
primed
movie.
up and watch you in your element.
You're going to see me
Sorry.
badass, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Dude, I'm fucking badass.
The good thing is though is as you watch it, you don't have to listen to him talk about it.
No, you get
That
to see
is
it.
great. That is the good part because when
Good,
we watch
amazing.
it with him, we have to listen to him talk about it.
Yeah, I
while
talk
we
all
watch
through
it.
that motherfucker.
Yep.
I'm badass.
But
We
you know,
talk all
after
through every movie.
after this interview, I'll be able to imagine him talking through it.
And if you would like to do
Yes.
that, that's all. You have the right.
Yeah.
And please feel
Most
free.
people like me, guys.
Feel free to take a video of saying "Shut up, Aaron" as he's inside your head while you're trying to watch the movie, and send that to us
Yeah. Send that to
at
us.
CCC Entertainment Group 18@gmail.com. Go
Yes.
ahead and send that to us.
Or if you like people who talk through movies, you can all send Aaron to your house and you guys can watch a movie together because he talks all through that shit.
We have fun. Yeah. It's good shit. I don't know how.
Be like, shh, shh, don't talk.
Oh yeah, you will because he talks to the people.
Yeah.
To the people in
me?
the movie and to the people sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Both.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to talk. Well, you have to talk to the people in the movie,
hope so.
especially if they're doing something stupid.
Right.
I think you guys were meant to watch
Right?
movies together. I
No,
really do.
That's what movie fans
What
are
the hell are
supposed
you doing? No, don't go up the
Right?
stairs.
Okay, yeah.
Idiots.
You
You
fit
dumb
right in.
fucking
You
people.
would
Yes,
fit
that's
right
what you
in.
say.
You got to yell at the people
Yep.
on the screen in that case.
Not me. I'm like,
But I was
shut.
going to say, if I'm watching a movie with people, a movie that I made or a movie that I'm in,
Yeah.
my thing that I like to do is I like to watch for their reaction. So I don't talk, but I'll just be like,
I
I'll
do
be
it
like
too.
looking at the,
I know you're looking at him out of the corner of your eye the whole time.
like,
know,
the
I'm doing it
camera,
too.
and I-
Oh my
what if they
gosh.
say-
Yeah.
or like the
That's so
cool
you.
part's coming, and I'm like,
I know what you're doing. I feel the same way. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now
There's your
see,
movie partner.
See, Angie and I are cool as fuck.
yeah,
in a
you
movie
guys.
theater-
Bird-
in a movie
Cool
theater,
cool
however,
AF.
Yeah.
You know my initials? AF.
AF.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. AF.
We're badass.
Chuck, you got the floor. What
Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was just going to say, in a movie theater, when all of you talking people are really annoying, I just lean in really close behind you in your chair, and I just sit there and go, well, I would have already killed her by now, and you just might be next.
I thought you were going to say you smell my hair, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, why don't you just do that?
Hair.
Just sniff the hair. That'll be it. I'll shut up. If you went to sniff on the back
You
of my
do,
neck,
that's the creepiest thing ever.
I would shut up. I wouldn't say a word anymore. In fact, if you do that anytime on the podcast, trust me, I'll be quiet.
I'd stand up just to do it for everybody, but
All
I'm
right,
full
that's
Donald.
What?
Are you going to smell me right now?
Great. Now he's going to raise the table.
If you would shut up for a time period.
Aaron,
Wait, what? Raise the table with what?
his stack of dimes.
Milgate.
He had said that he would shut up if somebody ever sniffed the back of his neck at the movie theater. So
I had to
Sam
try.
jumped up to smell his neck, so
Right.
he shut
No,
up.
she was there. She saw it.
I know.
Right.
Okay.
We were all
Yep,
talking at the same
yep.
time, and she's like, "Wait, where'd she go?"
Oh. Oh, Angie.
I had to test.
What's
I had to test it out. He said it. I had to test it.
You just had to do it.
I don't believe there is a situation where he could actually shut up.
Yeah.
Zucchini.
So I had to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, zucchini never worked.
I don't have that word anymore. Angie, it was an absolute pleasure meeting
Yes,
you
it was.
finally.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be on and talk to you all and meet you all here on the Zoom.
Well, I know. That's fun. And maybe one day we'll get to meet in person soon,
Yes.
too. I'm
That
sure we will.
would be so amazing. I
Even
would
though we
love that.
probably already did at your work, at your.
Well, she knew.
at
She was
the-
looking at me. I could.
That's true. That's true. That is so cool
Yeah.
that you were at one of the murder mystery shows.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We
I bet
did it
you
for
love other
Aaron's
people.
birthday.
Was it my birthday?
Yeah,
Did
well,
I
Chuck bought
talk
it for
to
your
you at all?
birthday.
It
Did I
was the
talk
next
to you at
month,
all
but yeah.
during the intermissions?
I think, I swear to God, we've seen her there.
Yeah.
And I want to say you
We
said
all
stuff
said
to us.
She's familiar.
Okay,
'cause, I
everybody's.
talk- we do the whole thing where we talk to everyone out there in the audience
Yeah.
during the intermission, especially like at Old Spaghetti Factory. It's not like a huge crowd.
No, that
so it's
little back
easier
room, yeah.
to get around and talk to everyone.
Yeah.
So I just that's so cool because you guys actually, and when I'm thinking about it too, you do look familiar. Did you get pictures taken?
Yes,
Shots?
we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Larry is our mugshot photographer.
Yeah, the mugshots, and we got them still.
Larry's our mugshot photographer.
Yeah,
Larry
she's-
Hawkins,
yeah.
my production partner, boyfriend, and he does the photos. So
He
you
does
would
the
have met
photos.
him.
Yep, we did.
And he took your pictures. And I remember you from the pictures.
There you go.
Okay,
See?
all right.
I knew it.
She's
That's so
she's
cool.
a good stalker.
She can't forget my face, bro.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm
I
gonna
remember you
that.
from your
That's,
picture.
that's so awesome.
I know.
Well, maybe after things open up again, maybe
Yes.
you'll be able to go to another murder mystery show.
Indeed.
Never know.
Maybe.
Absolutely. Angie, good luck on your movie. Keep going.
Thank you so much. You guys too. I'm going to watch Outrider.
Yes, please.
And thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it
Thank
was a
you
pleasure.
so much for
You're
coming
awesome.
and being on with us.
Yeah.
I loved it. Thanks
Angie's
a lot.
a
It was
badass.
a good
So
one.
much fun.
And
Yes, it was. You guys are awesome.
Angie Faro.
Bye.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Chuck, you want to close us out, man?
Angie, thank you for joining us today on Around the Reel for a cup of coffee and a conversation. It was great, a great opportunity to actually sit down and get to know you. I really hope that we didn't offend you. I know I didn't offend you. You've said you listened to the show and you still agreed to be on.
Do I look offended? Do I
however-
look
Not at all.
At this point in time, I would like to point out that things were changed and we were COVID sensitive, I'm assuming, and that you did choose not to come actually to the studio where you could be locked inside and you chose to do it remotely, which I can appreciate. I totally understand, and I'm not disappointed at all that I didn't get a chance to trap you in our... I mean,
Yeah,
I'm so
he's
sorry.
creepy. He's creepy with girls.
No, Angie,
Yeah,
again,
it's weird.
thank you for joining us
weird.
today. We look forward to working with you in the future,
Anytime,
seeing you
anytime,
sometime
guys.
soon.
Thanks a lot.
And everybody remember out there, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
All right, guys. We'll see you.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning
Wait,
in.
remember everybody, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
Oh, for the love of Christ, both of you guys.
You just
Do
cut me off, though. Just cut me off. man.
Nobody,
Yeah, because-
nobody needs to hear the old intro.
Okay,
or
well, I'm going
outro.
to cut you both off and say thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for tuning in to Around the Reel.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
So why did they even tune in the first place?
I don't know, but they're glad they did.
Yeah. I think it's because we're trying to inspire people
We are.
and have fun with people.
People that are artists.
Creatives.
Yeah. People that are out there trying to make a living with their art.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what we're doing.
They're crafty.
Yes.
So have them tune in. And how do they get on our show, Chuck?
You can get on our show by going to our website. Please visit us at cccentertainmentgroup.com. click on the scheduling link.
I'll send you to me.
Yeah.
Sassy Sam was going to get you all lined up on everything.
I'll hook you up with a day and a time.
Sometime in 2021 or 2022, because it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on this show,
get on.
I highly suggest
get on it.
You start clicking your brains out.
Come be our guest on our show. We'd love to hear your story.
We'd love to hear it.
Make sure you come visit us on Amazon Prime and OP Prime.
Oh,
come
yeah,
watch
our
Outrider.
movie. Watch our movie. The Outrider.
Yeah, you can watch Marcus Ford kick some fucking ass.
Oh,
this was a perfectly good take until you said that.
Until you said that.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the show. Bye-bye, guys.